Hey everyone, thanks for clicking this introductory video and welcome to the channel. This kind of video is just to really give an overview of what I want this channel to be, the videos that I'm going to put out, and kind of the content that you can expect from me. It's kind of going to be a mix of everything, so I hope that you guys are into that. From what I was able to find, it seems like a lot of the people who are in the car scene also are kind of in the computer scene, as you can see from the background there. So I think those two are going to go pretty well hand in hand. A lot of the car group chats that I'm in, it's cars one day, and as soon as one person posts about their, gaming rig back home, like everything just, kind of goes up into a whole pile of non-car related stuff, and we have to kind of get back on track in that group. But I know those two will go along. So those are two things that we're going to focus on here. Is going to be cars. Technology. It's going to be a big one. The unfortunate thing with the car situation is I'm currently in Chicago, and as you know, we're approaching mid-October here, and that means it's going to get cold. And when it gets cold in Chicago, that means snow. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to have anything going with car content at all, or anything like that. I may have some instructional videos that I do kind of getting cars ready for the winter, but we'll kind of see what happens. But the main focus is going to be on personal finance. There's a ton of personal finance channels out there. One thing I will say though is that there's really no channel that kind of shows the progression of someone who knows nothing about personal finance and follows them through their journey of, becoming someone who has multiple streams of income and is financially free. Now I know what you're thinking. Here's another guy who's just going to start a personal finance channel and just start spewing a bunch of random things on ways to make $1 bajillion a month. That's not the case. As I tried to continue to grow my personal finance knowledge and search through all the resources that online and YouTube have to offer, I noticed one thing. There's really no channels that show the journey of someone who knows nothing about personal finance like myself to becoming one of these massive YouTube channel gurus on personal finance. With that in mind, I realized that there has to be other people out there who want to see the journey, who want to learn something with someone else and bounce ideas back and forth versus, listening to someone who's already made all of these changes and is just kind of almost looking down on you. I know they're trying to, help you out with all the information, but really they're just trying to support another income stream they have, which is YouTube. Maybe. This channel is going to be a little bit different in the fact that I'm just now getting interested in personal finance. It's something that I didn't really know much about, and my, financial education just wasn't there. I mean, this isn't stuff that we learned in high school. It should have been, but it's stuff that we're just kind of expected to learn on our own or have our parents teach us. And most of our parents don't know a lot of this stuff either because they weren't taught it. It's kind of like this vicious cycle, and I hope that you joining me on this journey, can kind of help break that cycle for a lot of people. I'm going to be covering everything that I'm interested in right now. That's things like the stock market. You see all these videos of day traders making thousands of dollars a day. Can you do it? And if you can, I want to know how long it's going to take me to build my account to the point where I can actually make that kind of money. Unfortunately, in the stock market, from what I see, you got to use a lot of money to make a lot of money. There's not that many opportunities for someone like me who doesn't have that much in the stock market right now to just jump in and have $1,000 day. Sure, that stuff happens from time to time, but the chances of it happening on a regular basis for me to turn $100 into $10,000 by the end of the month, I don't think that's going to happen. So why don't you come along with me on this journey of personal finance? I'd love the company, and I'm sure that you guys will have a lot that you can, teach me along the way. I hope to put out videos of things that I learned, things that didn't work, and maybe a personal finance challenge for myself to kind of set a goal for the end of the year. It might be something outrageous like taking $1,000 account of any sort, just a bank account, and making it $10,000. I realize that 1,000% return in essentially 2.5 months is almost impossible. But hey, all these YouTube videos say that we can do it, so why not give it a whirl? I feel like in personal finance, you almost have to kind of have that outlook. You can't be afraid to lose the money, because you'll never end up making as much as you possibly could. The hardest part for me is going to be mitigating the risk. I mean, actually, the hardest part, as it is for probably most of you, is just going to be to get started. Using your money and doing things with your money other than keeping it in a bank account means that there are possible liabilities and risks out there that previously you didn't have to worry about. Right now, all your money is in an account, I'm sure, and it's safe. But is that really going to make you more money in the long run? I don't know. That's what I want to find out, though. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning into this first video. It may have been all over the place. It may have been perfect. It may not have been, but I'm learning YouTube. As I just said, I'm going to be learning personal finance. So, hey, join me on that journey as well. I'm just kind of opening up everything to you guys. So, with that, I'll close this video out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for clicking on this video, coming to the channel. Please subscribe if this is something that you're interested in. And as they all say, smash the thumbs up button. Don't know what it means yet. It has to do with the algorithm, so I've read. And as a channel that's just starting out, I feel like I'm going to need some help.